Guys, how do we beat Necrozma plus Ogerpon Wellspring? Today, I'm going to be going over my team builder for BBR Week 1. BBR Week 1, we were going against Gentleman Thomas and his Copenhagen Gallades. Had to try to pronounce that correctly because I cannot pronounce anything. But Thomas has a very, very, very scary team. He had the first pick in the draft. I'm going to have his team pop up right now. He has Gouging Fire, Ogerpon, Wellspring, Necrozma, Rotom Wash, Iron Crown, Mean Shao, Mismagius, Overquill, Terra Diancie, Donphan, and Munchlax. It's probably not going to be in order. I was looking at my team builder thing.
Before we go any further, if you haven't already, please smash that subscribe button. My end of the year goal is to hit 1,000 subscribers so I can be monetized. Making money off of Pokemon content is the dream, so please help me reach that dream.
But Terra Diancie is going to be Terra Fairy and Terra Water. His team is super scary, super scary. No Sun with Gouging Fire is nice for us though, but also, I mean, Sun would have been kind of cool because it would have given us Photosynthesis boost with a Great Tusk, yada yada, it's okay. But Necrozma plus Ogerpon Wellspring, also Iron Crown, this is the best Iron Crown matchup you will probably ever see. Me and John spent 4 hours on this prep, I kid you not, because we could not, we thought of every single possibility that could have happened, and we think we came to a team that is the best team that can be brought into this matchup. So hopefully we have a good match. I'm fingers crossed. I'm thinking this is the best team I could bring, and I think this is really going to put them work. But let's go ahead and go straight into the team. I actually have a really good Gouging Fire matchup. I have a Doshbun, but I'm not bringing it because I feel like Hoyland, my Tornadus incarnate form, is actually going to be a better asset because you'll see this out here at the end of the team. But we're going to go ahead and go into this first. We are Great Tusk, our Bruno Fernandez. We are heavy duty boots because he can hazard stack me with Overquill. Also, he can be hazard to Diancie. He can be rocks on a lot of different Pokemon. But Bruno Fernandez with heavy duty boots, we are specifically EV'd to make sure we just wall that Gouging Fire completely. The reason why we decided to go Great Tusk as our Gouging Fire check over Doshbun was because Doshbun couldn't really do anything back to the Gouging Fire, and if I roared, then something else came in that I did not want to have to deal with Doshbun. So we are Spin, Earthquake, Body Press, Knockoff. Now also, this is a really good Mismagius matchup for our opponent Thomas. So Mismagius could come, and 2 knockoffs kill that thing, even if it's max HP, max defense, bold. So if we get the Great Tusk in, and we're not clicking Rapid Spin until that Mismagius is gone, because we can do 2 knockoffs and kill that thing. So this set has 100 speed, Jolly Nature, because it is enough speed. This is going to be a lot, guys. Enough speed to outspeed a Necrozma at plus, or a Necrozma trying to outspeed Greninja, but when it's at +1. So like once it hits +1 speed at 257, it'll be 257 speed. If it gets +1, it'll outspeed Greninja. So we are 258. Explain that horribly. I'm sorry. You can see it on the screen. But we have 252 defense, then we have 152 HP, and then we just do 4 in attack. This set, like I said, is here to take on that Gouging Fire. Body Press is so Intimidate on the Overquill doesn't affect the Body Press damage. So yeah, let's go ahead and go into our next Pokemon, Rashford the Greninja. We are Expert Belt this week. We are Protein. I really wanted to bring Battle Bond, but we needed the Protein boost with Sludge Wave. There's a very specific scenario where it is needed. We are Hydro Pump, Dark Pulse, Sludge Wave, U-Turn. We have enough speed to outspeed the Ogerpon Wellspring, and then I'm running a little bit of extra speed just in case he's like a Scarfer trying to creeping that Pokemon. So we have 252 in special attack and 88 in HP. This set can go in, it can do a lot of damage, and late game can be very nice for us. So the reason why I went Protein over Battle Bond is because we do not OHKO an Ogerpon if we are not. And the scenario I'm talking about is my Tornado set. I have Tailwind, and there's a scenario where I have to go into my Greninja and OHKO that Pokemon after the fact. But yeah, this Greninja, like I said, U-Turn, Sludge Wave, Dark Pulse, Hydro Pump is a very good set. This is my dedicated lead. If we see an Overquill, we probably just U-Turn. Depending on the lead, if we see like Iron Crown, we don't want to risk if it's Scarf. We really need to, you know, fill it out. Next up though, we have the Antony, the Iron Moth with booster energy for booster special attack. This is the win con, guys. This is the win con. Me and John did a hell of a lot of mocks, and this set, and most of them, if I didn't get my ass kicked, excuse me, did the most work at the end of the games. Agility is there just in case we need it. Sludge Wave, Fire Dance, Energy Ball. I really didn't need a fourth move. Very boring set, but we had to be 252 Special Attack, 252 Timid Nature because we speed tie with that Ogerpon Wellspring. And if it comes down to a speed tie and I lose a speed tie, I'll be very, very sad. I do not want to be very, very sad. I need my Anthony to pull through and win that speed tie if it comes to that. But also, yeah, we're Manchester United nicknames. Man U also tied 2-2 versus Tottenham today. So not the worst mojo going into this. But yeah, Iron Moth is the win con. Anthony, I need you to pull through. If our Anthony plays anything like Anthony on Man U, we are going to get our ass kicked. So hopefully that's not the case. That is not the case. Next up, we have Big Maguire, the Hydrapple with Roselli Berry. Now, this Pokemon has a lot of different EVs thrown into it. I have 240 HP, 76 attack, bold nature, 44 Spadef, and 148 Spadef. Now, the Spadef is so we don't get 2-hit KO'd by a modest Iron Crown with Tycon Cutter. The defense is so I don't get 2-hit KO'd by Play Rough from the Ogerpon Wellspring. If he's not Play Rough, then this Pokemon actually just goes in. He has to be Play Rough. Has to be Play Rough. And then HP obviously is there. The special attack I just threw it in there. Didn't really, or it can put in work. It can put in work with the special attack that it has. I wish I could run more this week, but we had to be very bulky. This Pokemon actually does very well. Leaf Storm, Recover, Fickle Beam, Earth Power. Took out Nasty Plot because I had Nasty Plot originally over a Grass move, but Grass move is needed for Terra Diancie. Because, I mean, I hit Diancie regardless. And with Roselli Berry, it's mostly for the Play Rough on the Ogerpon, but also it's for Diancie if it comes down to that. Leaf Storm, depending on its spread, can do so much damage. And if I get a little bit of chip on it, it can die. So I think Leaf Storm would be nice because also I can regen out since I really don't want to keep the special attack drop. So Hydrapple, my Maguire, you need to put in work for me this week. Let's go. Next Pokemon, we have Luke Shaw, the Jirachi. Originally wasn't going to bring this mon, but after further consideration, we decided it did work. We have Stealth Rock, T-Wave, Iron Head, Wish. This Pokemon is 5 EVs. This Pokemon is 5 EVs with 240 HP, 56 attack, adamant nature with 64 defense, 60 Spadef, and 88 speed. So the speed is the same as what the Great Tusk is, so I have enough speed to outspeed that Necro. That's just trying to have enough speed so when it's at +1 it outspeeds the Greninja. That is a whole lot of words. I don't like trying to explain that. But the attack is so we can break a max HP Necrozma sub. So pretty clutch. The defense EVs is for the question mark. I have to double check very fast. I'll get back to you on that. The Spadef, however, is so I don't get 2-hit KO'd by, or so I can take on the Iron Crown a lot better, and so I don't get 2-hit KO'd by a modest Diancie. That's what it was. I have Pokemon that can outspeed it in the back with Anthony and Rashford that can kind of deal with it, because if I Iron Head it down a little bit, I know that Pokemon quad resist it, but I can Wish Up on it as well. I don't really think an S-Spot Rotom comes in this matchup anyways. But my Luke Shaw Jirachi is going to be a very big pivot point for us. Very big pivotal point. Next up, and lastly, we have Hoyle and the Tornadus. This Pokemon was debated on very heavily. It was either Torn, even a Scarf Cleavor could have came, Dachshund could have came, and then my Tusk set could have been different. Even Terra Billy Bolt, but Terra Billy Bolt really didn't have an amazing matchup. I'm so sad it didn't. But we are Boots, Hoyland. We have U-Turn, Bleakwind, Storm, Tailwind, Sludge. We are Bleakwind, Storm because I just don't need to miss. I'm trying to make my odds a little bit better. And Ogerpon can actually live in Air Slash depending on its spread. So Bleakwind is there for that. Hopefully we hit our Bleakwinds because it is 80% when Hurricane is 70. So U-Turn for momentum if we ever need it. But the whole tech with this thing is Tailwind. Tailwind is specifically if I'm just getting absolutely demolished by a Swords Dance, Trailblaze, Ogerpon Wellspring, and I absolutely need it. So the goal is if I go into my Hydrapple and I break it down a little bit and he doesn't get two Trailblazes off. Sorry, if he does, then I have to go into my Grin. That's the whole point why I had to be Protein. If he gets two Trailblazes off and kills me at some point, whatever, I can always go into my Torn, click Tailwind, and then go from there. Because if he then kills me after I get my Tailwind off, I go into Grin, I click Sludge Wave, and I kill his Ogerpon Wellspring. And then, yes, I'm stacking a whole lot of Pokemon, but I still have a chance to win with my Iron Moth in the back and also having my Jirachi still. So we are hoping for the best. I really want to pull out the W here. Morpeko United are going to pull out the W. I'm excited, but very nervous. Very nervous because Thomas just has a whole lot of threats on his team. Necro setup is very scary. Iron Crown's very scary. He has a Gouging Fire, which is crazy. It's not even like the biggest threat into my team. It could still do really well into my squad. A bulky DD set is kind of scary, but with Great Tusk, it doesn't learn Will-O-Wisp, the Gouging Fire, so Great Tusk can actually wall it pretty well. It's just going to come down to a game of reads and if his Necrozma sets up what the Iron Crown set is. I'm really scared of Weakness Policy Iron Crown, Weakness Policy Necrozma, scary too. But yeah, if you guys have enjoyed, please leave a sub and also hit that like button. We are on the road to 700 subscribers, so if you made it this far, hit that sub button. But yeah, this can be it for this video, guys. Make sure you guys tune into the BBR match. I'll catch you guys later.